Welcome to the Battle of the Benchmarks. We will start with a quick introduction from DEF CON. Then we'll go over the web security benchmarks and the different categories. We will talk about the benchmark Bakeoff that we performed. We'll review RidgeBot's asset coverage, and we will close with a quick summary and key takeaways. During the Black Hat DEF CON event last month in Vegas, there was a great session titled Leveraging AI for Smarter Bug Bounties. A large number of web pen testing benchmarks were discussed, covering a range of web app and API security vulnerabilities. We took a close look at these benchmarks and noticed that some vulnerability categories are sensitive to deep contextual awareness. That means that utilizing LLMs will help tremendously in detection of such vulnerabilities by connecting various dots together and drawing intelligent conclusions. Here are the two categories of benchmarks. On the left, you see the benchmarks that are sensitive to contextual awareness. A few examples are JWT and privilege escalation. For these categories, we used our new Agentic AI framework, and we demo how LLMs and Agentic AI can successfully detect such vulnerabilities. On the right side, you see a much larger list of benchmark categories. Some examples include command injection, SQL injection, cross-site scripting, etc. For these vulnerabilities, we ran a benchmark Bakeoff. The benchmark Bakeoff involved running RidgeBot as well as BurpSuite Professional to perform automated pen testing on the same set of benchmarks, and then collecting the results for each benchmark. In addition, we use the results of the same set of benchmarks as run by Expo and published by them. We took the benchmark results from the three vendors and we compared the end results together. So we took all the benchmarks discussed earlier and started tasks, individual tasks for each one in RidgeBot, as well as in BurpSuite Professional. Again, these benchmarks are all web or API security benchmarks. As you can see, they're individual pen testing tasks, and notice the task names reflect the benchmark number. For example, offensive security benchmark number 34. And we kept creating new pen testing tasks until all the benchmarks were covered. We did the same thing in BurpSuite Professional. As you can see here, for each benchmark, we created a new task, and then we used the same naming convention. We left RidgeBot and BurpSuite to do their work until all benchmarks were completed. As you can see here, it's a long list of benchmarks. So here, RidgeBot has completed the benchmarks. And similarly, here you can see BurpSuite with all the benchmarks that are marked as finished. We then started comparing the results of the benchmarks. So let's start by looking at a particular benchmark